Hi everyone, I'm Jun and today we are going to learn how to play table tennis. This is a perfect video for you if you are not sure about how to play the game. By the end of the video, we are going to learn how to play the game properly from the start of a point to how you score a point and find out about the answers for some of the rules that we are not sure when we are playing this interesting game. To start a point, we will have one side of the player who will be the server and the other side of the player will be the receiver. The serve must touches the server's side of the court and then touches directly to the receiver's court. If the ball touches the net, it will be considered as a let and the point will be restart. And here we have some of the most important things that most players don't practice or they just don't know about this, which is the server shall project the ball at least 16 cm near vertically upwards when they toss the ball. Also, the ball cannot be started beyond the extended baseline of the table. Besides that, we are not allowed to hide the ball. In fact, the serve must start from a stationary open palm so that your opponents can see the ball at all times. Which means surprise service without tossing the ball like this are actually not allowed. It is actually very simple to win the point. If your opponent fails to serve the ball correctly, or if your opponent fails to return the ball to your side of the table, then you win the point. And do note that edges are considered as the playing surface of the table, meaning if the ball touches the edge, it is still considered as a successful return, while for ball which touches the side of the table is not considered as a successful return. If the ball happens to touches the net during the rallies, the rally shall continue and you must return the ball. There is one thing to note here. The point is started once the ball leaves the palm. So if your opponent tossed the ball up and didn't serve the ball to you, you should win the point too. To start the game, we will have to choose the first player to serve, usually by lot. And then from that point onwards, each player will take turns to serve for 2 points. Then the first player who won 11 points will win the game. Unless both players scored 10 points, which from that point onwards, each player will get to serve only one service and the first player who gained 2 points lead will win the game. Well, there are some differences when we play in a double match which confuse a lot of players. First, you can only serve from the right side of the server side to the right side of the receiver side. And when the service switch side, the previous receiver will become the server and the partner of the previous server will become the receiver. And unlike most of the other sports which has double events, table tennis doubles players has to take turns in order to return the ball during the rallies, which make it quite challenging to move around during a double match. Well, two last things you need to know, which is you are not allowed to touch the playing surface with your free arm, and of course any moving of the table is considered as a foul. Let me know in the comment if you have any questions that I can clarify for you, or you would suggest any topic that you would like me to talk about. And now you are ready to play the game of table tennis.